Hey guys, Britt here. Welcome to End Times Bible Prophecy. Make sure to hit the subscribe, like, and share buttons. Well, I'm back, at least for the moment. So let's hope it stays that way. You know, I usually end most of my videos by saying, God willing, I'll see you whenever it is that I plan to be able to make the next video. And I do that for a reason. It's because we may have our own plans, but God has his plans, and those are the plans that will prevail. So as most of you know who watched my last video, I was planning to be back online 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know. It's all a blur. But just to fill you in on what has happened and where I've been, why I haven't had any videos on in over a month. So as you know, we moved to a new house. So that's where I'm at right now. The closet is gone, guys. You know, maybe I can guest host from the closet every now and then, but I'm now have this new backdrop, but we've moved into the new house. Well, when we went to move, all of our stuff was in the attic, the door of which was to the immediate left of where I used to stand in the closet. So we were supposed to move the weekend of, I think, the 17th, March 17th, somewhere around there. So I broke down all of this equipment, which includes the microphone, laptop, lighting, the webcam, put it all in the boxes, put it over to the side, and we started bringing stuff out of the attic, positioning it in the garage. And there was only so much we could fit in there, so we still had to get into the attic. And then we were going to put it on a U-Haul and take it to the new house. Well, in the process of that happening, we were expecting that Friday that we would get inspection passed by the county and the town, and then get a certificate of occupancy and be able to move in that weekend. Well, that didn't happen. We had a plumbing fixture on site that got stolen, and that delayed the ability to have that inspection. And of course, then the plumber had to be able to get back out, so that had to be coordinated. So it delayed that inspection from that Friday to the following Thursday. So Thursday came, everything was good. We passed inspection. We're ready to move in. And then, as many of you may already know, if you see my emails or I put a post on YouTube to anybody that was out there, because many people have been asking, where are you? Where have you been? Why aren't you back yet? Well, that night, Thursday night, about 11:15, the phone rings, and that's never a good thing when the phone rings after 11 o'clock. And sure enough, my brother-in-law had a cardiac event. He was in the ICU, so we rushed to the hospital. He was there for several days. Thankfully, he is all right. He's made a full recovery. So thank you for any prayers that you gave during that time if you knew of that event. But, needless to say, that delayed the move by a few more days. And so then later that next week, I'm setting all of this up, ready to go. We had an electrician come by, and he was working on some of the lighting, and some of the insulation came out of the ceiling, and I had an allergic reaction to that, which put me back. Then that following Monday, I burned my hand on the stove, so I have second-degree burns that are all blistered. I'm fine now, but I had second-degree burns on my hand. And before I went to bed that night, I told my wife, I said, pray for me, because I'm just miserable. I feel bad. My hand hurts, because that first 24 hours after the burn, it really hurt, other than if it was in cold water. So anyway, I was supposed to be on Hope for Our Times with Pastor Tom Hughes that Tuesday. I was supposed to be on Serpents and Doves with Pablo that Thursday. So the next morning, I wake up and both of my eyes are swelled shut with pink eye. I know you want all the lurid details. And of course, I had these flu-like symptoms. I had aches and pains throughout my body, sore throat, terrible cough. My ears are stopped up, headache. So I ended up having to cancel going on those shows, delay doing these videos. While I tried to recover from that, I missed a couple of days of work. And it's basically just been survival ever since. Then later that week, I hate to say this, so our dog Lucy, which many of you know, bit one of the neighborhood children. So we had to rehome Lucy. Now, Lucy is in good hands, so do not worry. Lucy is with Island Dog Rescue. Here's their website. So that is where we got Lucy from 2 years ago. The woman who runs this lives not too far away from us. Lucy went to her house where her son's a dog trainer. They love animals. They take very good care of animals. She has lots of room to run around and play. Another dog there that she could play with. And they're going to work with her and train her, and she will have a good home. So, but if you are looking to adopt an animal, or, you are looking for a good charity to donate to, consider Island Dog Rescue. So that's usislanddog.org. You can check them out. They're on Facebook as well, where they put up pictures of a lot of the animals that need homes. So again, it's been quite a few weeks here with that going on. Then this past Tuesday, our 3-year-old daughter got sick. We took her to the pediatrician. She got sent to the children's hospital. Luckily, she's fine. She didn't have to be admitted, but she had an ear infection, a cold, and an asthma attack all at the same time. So, all that said, I do believe that I am on the cusp of recovery. Got most of my voice back. So the plan, God willing, right? God willing, is to be able to go back to having regular videos next week. So next Monday, God willing, I will be back with a new video. And we'll move forward, because there is a lot of stuff that transpired on the world scene, world events that took place, breaking news during the time that I was gone. And we need to go back and cover all of that stuff, connect the dots to what it means in regard to Bible prophecy, what it means in regard to the world geopolitical situation moving forward, and any other news that may be breaking at the time. So I'm going to do my best to move forward now. I still have this deep cough, so you may see some of the videos chopped up because I may have to edit some of those coughing fits out. But again, God willing, everything will be back to normal, maybe starting today. So we will see. In the meantime, thank you to all of you who were praying, who were asking questions, who were reaching out. Pete Garcia reached out. He said, hey, I just want to make sure that you didn't get raptured and I missed out or something like that. So I did not get raptured, obviously. And I'm sure you would all know the moment the rapture occurs, hopefully. So, thank you to everybody who prayed, who's been asking about me. I want to give a special thanks here to Stephanie Whitley, who sent our family this wonderful afghan that she made. Isn't that great? That's really cool. So we have an afghan to go into our new home. So we are moved in. Hopefully we are business as usual moving forward. And we'll be able to discuss some of these breaking events that are taking place. So again, God willing, God willing, on Monday, I will be back as normal, and we're going to talk about some of those breaking events, because I think some of these events we're going to talk about are real game changers that have happened. I mean, when I left off, we were talking about the banking crisis, which again has left the news, but it has not gone away. There's still a banking crisis. There is an enormous global financial crisis unfolding right now. We just don't see it in the headlines right now the way we were a couple of weeks ago. But it's coming, guys, and there are enormous repercussions for that geopolitically and in regard to Bible prophecy. So we're going to be talking about those next week. We're going to be talking about just a whole host of things going forward. So again, thank you to everybody who's been reaching out, who's been concerned, who's given prayers. I appreciate that. And again, God willing, I will see you on Monday. Bye.